Hey, welcome again. Happy to see you here, respectively, that you are here and watching this video. And this is a kind of part two. I did the first part in German, and so at least I thought about maybe I'm doing something also in English. The German part now grew to over 7 minutes. I will see if I can make a kind of short summary about that. It's about how do we create our times, how do we create the good future, the future we want to live in. And actually, I just have been having a conversation with a friend of the US, living in the US. He's an artist, and he's also a kind of brainy and reflective person, Cameron John Robbins, a guy and an artist whom I recommend very highly. So also if you're interested in art, in paintings, and if you got some time, some cash, and maybe some friends who who might need some artists, portraits or whatever, I'll put a link on his work in the description of that. So, because what is the future? What are these times we're living in? And we are luckily living in a democracy. On the other hand, I just recently have been reading a description, a book about the life of Julius Caesar, and then I heard a podcast, and now I'm currently listening to a second podcast about the life of Julius Caesar. With I think it's 67 episodes or something like that. I'll put a link to that also down there. And yes, whoever has this guy Julius Caesar been, besides of being an emperor of old Rome, well, he has been a politician. Julius Caesar has been a politician, a patrician, and they didn't have a kind of fully pure, clean democracy, but at least they had a senate, and they had some public discussions and how to define politics and how to discuss how to rule their times and their era. And well, I'll tell something else about Rome in another video, but I think it's interesting that, for instance, if you read Julius Caesar's book about his De Bello Gallico, about the wars he fought in ancient France and Germany and all these things besides of the Alps, and he wrote these books, and he didn't write them just like because he wanted to write pure literature or something. He wrote them because he wrote them as a kind of PR texts, and he wrote them in a kind of simple Latin so that everybody could easily understand them. He kind of wrote, how could I say, social media texts styled Latin, political Latin, and nothing that was intended to be pure literature and poetry in that way. So now we are living in these times again in a way, and everybody says, oh, Julius Caesar, famous guy, but now we are living in the imperium of Western world of the year of 2024, be it the Western world or Northern, the Eastern world, or whatever. If we want to actively create our future, then we have to know how to analyze how we communicate, how society works, and how that's part of why I'm so fascinated for these decades into, for instance, behavioral economics, and why I have been starting and doing analytics and doing consultancy and research and trends and in just like the subconscious moves and moves of our societies and of trends. And of course also, if you want to know how your target group works, if you want to know how your markets are evolving and growing, then you should know what's the subconscious mood and what are the needs and wants of humans and societies. This has always been the same since the era of dinosaurs, because our behavior, even before being humans, our behavior always has been driven by subconscious instincts. And these instincts are driven by nervous systems and by emotions and all that stuff. But the funny thing is, the stupid thing is, it's very easy to understand how human behavior works. It is so easy to trigger the behavior of us humans and our emotions. That's kind of really stupid. But anyways, on the other hand, it's not stupid, because not everybody has to do that. Everybody does his or her likes or what you love to do. And so I'm interested in analyzing societies and analyzing trends, because I know that if I want to help create a better world or better target groups or better markets, then I can help do that by helping analyzing target groups, or analyzing and creating new product styles and new ways of communication, or how to reach out to your voters, your citizens, or how to reach out to your employees, or get in competition with your competitors. Anyways, now I'm already up over 7 minutes again, so I'm making a blog here, a block of the video blog, and we'll continue then ASAP. Hope you're well, and let's look at what's happening in the crystal ball in the future these next times. And of course, I'm happy to listen to your thoughts. Just write your comment if you want to know more and don't want to discuss this openly, but you want to know more about your own customers or your own target groups, or if you'd like to know how your markets work. Also, feel free to get in contact. That's why I'm here on LinkedIn, or also on YouTube, or wherever you want to get in contact. Also on x.com, of course.